Hi friends, this is MD Vegan. I make a juice fasting day once a week, and that is really what I'm looking forward to because it is easy for the kitchen. I don't have that much work to do. I drink 4 liters of liquids, beginning with water or whatever, teas, coffees, of course mainly juices. I make these wonderful juices, and that is all very simple. It takes me 5 minutes or so to cleanse the smoothie, this juicer afterwards. You can take any juicer, doesn't really matter. To select the juice, the simplest one would be just juicing some apples. Yeah. Maybe a cucumber in there, or a celery stick, yeah, or some pears, some lemon, some ginger, a little parsley. It's so easy. Yeah? You get a huge amount of vegetables there and fruit. I take usually the most inexpensive ones, like carrots, apples, yeah, and these kind of things, lemons, ginger. This is very inexpensive, and they can make wonderful juices out. Red beet, for example, very inexpensive, but you need a lot of them, yeah, if you want to juice, because a lot of juice leads a huge amount of vegetables and fruits. That's the thing. But if it is inexpensive, like carrots, there's no problem. So that's why I am in a food cooperative. That means I pay a little fee every month, a very small amount of money, that allows me to get my produce for the retailer price almost. So that's very inexpensive. The easiest way to get, and the most inexpensive way to get the vegetables. I can highly recommend that because at the time, I get to know my dealer, my grocer, and they know what I want, and so they adjust, and everything is there I need. And if I don't have something, I don't find something, I just go to another shop occasionally. But mainly I get my produce once a week. I go there with the big bags, and then there's a very simple and time-efficient way to prepare for cooking. And that's one thing. I mean, I want to say, cooking in general, it can be very easy if I'm a little bit planning ahead and know for the week, for example, what I will need with regard to what is got in season and local, what is in the shop, what's available, all these things, they matter to me as a chef, and I buy once a week, and I save a lot of time. And there are many other things that help saving time, doing something in advance to make it very easy. But now it's juicing time, and the other reason why it's so wonderful, I'm looking forward to, because my body is also at ease. I don't need to digest. When the juice goes into the body, only the nutrients go directly into the blood, into the system, and nourish my body. What does not go into the body is the fiber. The fiber in the vegetables and in the juice and in the fruits, they are filtered out in the juicing. And the fibers are what causes digestion. Fiber is very healthy, maybe the most healthy thing in the food at all. Fiber is high ranking, very high, and makes everything healthy, and if it misses, many things get unhealthy. Fiber can balance a lot. It's called prebiotics also. That's the stuff, the food of the bacteria in the intestines. It cleanses the intestines, and the bacteria, very important for our health. 70% of the immune system is in the intestines, are bacteria. That's the main part, and they love the fiber. So I take it away, the fiber, to get these guys here and my intestines at rest for 1 day a week, and this rhythm really makes me happy because I get the nutrients in, get go all directly in. I save all the energy for digestion. 60% of the digestion, of the energy in the food, goes only for digestion. I only use 40% for myself. So I save these 60%, and I can all use the energy for myself, for being creative, for cleansing inside, and all these things. So it's a very great day, and once you get a little bit used to it, and the gentle juice fasting makes it very easy. So if I feel not so good during a fasting day, I maybe eat a little bit, or have a smoothie instead. Give me some fibers, or a light vegetable soup, or broth or so. All these things can be done with no problem, because it's more important to feel great than to be 100% with the fasting. Yeah, Be feeling great means that the energy flows inside. And when the energy flows, the body is beginning to heal itself. So always keep the energy flowing. That is the big secret of yoga, of the yoga flow. Yeah? They keep the energy flowing all the times, be always happy in every moment of life, and then it's perfect. And it's not difficult, not something for you. You don't need to be a huge yogi and do all the sadhana all the time. Yeah, be a big ascetics as I thought before. No, it can be done by everybody. It's very easy. Just take measures, yeah, be a little bit clever, plan ahead, and you go easy. Go easy and let the energy flow. Be happy. Take it light. That's what I do. And now fasting. Now the special juice I make today is a new juice, and it is very interesting because first I use red beets, and red beets have an earthen flavor that is very strong, and I cannot juice a red beet and drink it just as is. It's impossible because half an hour, 20 minutes after drinking that pure juice, my throat begins to scratch, and that scratching takes for 2 hours or so before it releases. It's not very bad, but not very not dangerous or so, but it's very unpleasant. It's not good, and it's because the oxalates, that is a salt or an acid in the beet, that is not very healthy. Yeah? There are some aspects I would avoid. And if I noticed that these oxalates can be neutralized in the flavor with an ingredient like a pear. Yeah? It was a miracle for me. When I first heard of that, I was just, wow, I can make a beet juice just when I use a pear. I have 2 pears here and 1 medium beet. You don't need that much of pear if you want. You can have only 1 pear or maybe the same amount of the volume. That would be enough to avoid the scratching. But then all of a sudden, the pear flavor turns into something very delicious. Some people say, oh, I don't like pear, it tastes like dirt. They are right. But that is because my guess is, so far, that the sugar, in red beet, there's a high sugar content, very high, like in carrots too, but even more so in beet, the root vegetables. And this sugar content is only released when you add another fruit to it, sour or sweet fruit. All of a sudden, the beet turns into a wonderful flavor. I call this flavor candy kid flavor because I feel reminded to my days as a boy when I loved candy so much. I was a little bit addicted, That's a long time ago. But now I found using beet and fruit together, these flavors come back and better than ever. And healthy flavors and super delicious, very exciting. You have to try if you didn't try that before. I'm very amazed, as you can see, as you can hear, but that's why I always am very excited about trying new recipes with this beet. I have tried before the beet and the pear, as I said before, and that is a classic, a standard, and I would always recommend, together with the pear, a little bit of lemon. That makes it perfect, a little bit only, because the pear also is lightly dominated by other flavors. Yeah. Lemon could overrule the pear, so I would only take a little bit of pear. But together with ginger, the whole story changes. I can take a little bit more lemon, a nice piece of ginger, and still have this wonderful pear flavor. So it's a refinement with ginger and pear that actually highlights these wonderful flavors of pears and beet. And today I add something new, that is the parsley. Yeah, parsley. That was the idea. I had one bunch of parsley. You see, any kind of parsley you like, doesn't matter. Because the idea was that I know that a pear juice or a pear smoothie too can be super delicious together with parsley. So parsley and pear show to me to be a perfect harmony, as if they were made for each other. I have been thinking in other videos about why that might be, how I can describe this special parsley pear effect, why this harmony is so amazing. I thought it was for 2 reasons mainly. Because the pear has something bitter in the peel, and outside of the pear, inside it is very sweet, outside it's a little bit bitter and harsh, the pear flavor. And it is part of the sweetness of the flavor, similar to what is hidden in the earthen flavor beet. So there's something hidden in this pear, the bitterness. And I guess this is very nicely taken on by the parsley, because parsley are also a very strong flavor. Parsley is a very strong flavor, very dominant flavor, and it seems to be perfect together with pear. And maybe because of this hidden bitterness in the pear, we always would think of pear as something very sweet, yes, and most people would even peel the pear. But in this case, I would say it would be perfect to juice the pear with the peel, and to add a very nice aspect in the flavor, use the parsley. I will try that now, and in a moment I will taste it in front of you and I'll tell you. Yeah, with 2 pears, 1 medium beet, and a lemon, and a piece of ginger, and 1 bunch of parsley, I have almost a liter of juice. And that's a nice menu for me. It's like a breakfast or a lunch or dinner, whatever it is. And we'll drink it slowly, a little sips. So in the mouth already some saliva, that is fermenting. The pre-digestion begins, and all these substances are very important for the whole system, to make it very easy for the juice to get into the system and to keep the sugar from spiking in the blood. Yeah, a little bit pre-digestion in the mouth. So drinking it slowly is important, because as I said, there's no fiber in there. It tends to go into the bloodstream immediately. So keeping it in the mouth makes it a little bit slower. That's also good to enjoy it more, to take some time to slow down a little bit. And that's also part of the fasting. So we'll try now the flavor. It looks very nice to me. Wow. Yeah, there it is. Again, this wonderful candy kid flavors are so nice, are so expressive. I mean, that's a perfect flavors, really. They are so exciting, and they are so complex. They have so different aspects. I mean, you have to experience that. If you don't like beet, this actually might change your feeling about that. It's amazing, and I will definitely do more about it, more recipes with it. This one here, everything has everything in there. These sour parsley flavors, the ginger, of course, the fire, the sour lemon, and this of course, at the base of everything is the beet. Yeah, you see the color here. It's beet color very clearly, and they're always a little bit different. Yeah, with regard to what I put in there. Now the pears in there. One of my classic juices is the pear beet juice, and I refined it and added the parsley. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. If so, thumbs up. Subscribe maybe, MD Vegan on YouTube. Have another recipe every single day. And find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. And something is to add. If you want to also try juice fasting, yeah, the most effective is gentle juice fasting. And as to my opinion, I have very good reasons to believe that, because it's easy and for everyone, and you can keep up for it all the time. Very easy. You don't even need to see a doctor for that. So you are interested in that, you can go to the Tree Yoga Moon Fasting. That's called Tree Yoga Moon Fasting on Facebook. And there's a little group. There's not very much traffic there, but once a week I post a new recipe. Sometimes others show up and post their recipes. Well, not really hot topic, the fasting here, but I post my juices every week. And so if you like, have a look. And otherwise, I hope to see you soon.